Hello, everyone. My name is Sudarshan, and I'm one of the Mellows at Northeastern's CSTS. I'm affiliated with the Brahma Kumari's World Spiritual Organization, and this is a collaboration with CSTS. And welcome to this installment of the Wednesday Wellness half an hour guided meditations. So, on the topic of wellness, one thing we'll explore today, and I'll just give a short summary or some prep as I usually do. So, what we'll explore today is being able to calm the mind or experience some coolness from the stress of various situations that might be going on in one's life so that I am recharged and I can fill myself up with some peace and tranquility so that I'm actually, when I go back, I can tackle situations, challenges with a more positive energy. So, what we will experiment with today, and of course, tailor it to what works for you as usual, is to consider a source which we represent with this point of light that's behind me. If you like to use that as a point of focus in your meditation, which is what we typically do, is whether it's a speck of dust on the wall or you can pick any focus point and just to help the mind relax and to be in the present moment. And after that, what we'll experiment today is that I have access to this source of coolness. Now, I'm using coolness because I feel that there is the heat, just like the summer is coming up in North America, that there's a heat of situations sometimes that we face. And that's how I relate to it, that I can cool myself down by going near this source, which is like an air conditioner, a source of peace, a source of bliss, a source of love. Now, as an aside, if you prefer to use warmth, if you feel that's more relevant for you today, feel free to replace warmth. This is just for our mind to connect with something physical so that which we understand, which our brain understands more easily, that I'm near a source of coolness, for example, that that coolness comes to me. That's easy for our brain to understand, and then for the spirit or the being to really connect at that level with the source to get that coolness and peace. So we're just using a little mind trick, if you will, or a way that we generally understand concepts to help us experience a more peaceful, calming spiritual experience. Okay. And as usual, it'll be wonderful that you can make it relevant for yourself as what it means to you, which is, this is answering for yourself what it means to you if you had access to this source of coolness or warmth that was free, that's available to you 24 hours a day. How would you feel? Perhaps what positive impact might it have on how you see situations or how you might go about life, right? So it's sort of an integration into our life. It's not just for this 20 or 30 minutes that we meditate. Okay, with that said, let's go into our meditation. We'll first relax the body, maybe focus on the breath a little bit, and then gently we'll go to the mind. So, first, relaxing the body. I take a moment to acknowledge how the body feels, to just be here in the present moment. I invite my body to relax, this most essential and valuable vehicle for my experience in this physical world. I let my body, the muscles, I invite them to just be, to just relax. Perhaps my breathing calms down naturally. So let's take about 20 more seconds to just focus on letting the body relax, letting go of any tension that might be there, if it's possible. Okay, so next, let me take stock of the state of my inner room of my mind, just to acknowledge whatever thoughts, feelings, state of mind might be there. Do not judge anything necessarily, but just observe the thoughts, let them pass by. Like clouds in the sky, are there any images of situations, people perhaps, or anything? Just let them pass by as I just acknowledge wherever I am and bring myself into the present moment. If it helps, you can take one positive thing about the present moment for you, just to help you bring the mind to the present. One speciality of this present moment for you. Hopefully, there is at least one. And I acknowledge whatever thoughts, feelings, Also, if it helps, imagine that the inner being is like a tiny light, a tiny star, the consciousness which is undergoing all the experiences through the physical body. And this consciousness, this tiny light, is located in the center of the forehead. So, from that vantage point of the center of the forehead, like being the air traffic controller in a tower, I just observe the state of affairs of my mind as I gently work to guide my mind to a state of peace, greater calmness, that is available to me, that I have the capacity for. And to help us, I visualize a source, also a being of light, just like me, but a source of infinite peace, tranquility, bliss. If you like cool, you can think cool blue, or if you like warmth, an orange red, warm, loving source. Feel free to pick whichever one. And I, the little light, I'm in the cooling presence of this source, like an AC unit in hot weather. I go near this source of bliss and coolness, so what do I experience? This bliss and coolness is able to relieve me little by little from the tension or stress I might be carrying from the burden of situations at home or at work or wherever else, but connected to this infinite source of bliss, the coolness of bliss or the warmth of love. I experience that coolness going into my embodiment, bringing me more into the present moment, rejuvenating me, refreshing me, Imagine you had access to this living, conscient, infinite source of the light of bliss. What help does it provide? What meaning does it provide for you? If you're very close to this source of bliss, tranquility, calmness, no matter what, how does it make you feel in this present moment? Hopefully, less agitated in case there was some earlier, or less tension, more relaxed, more in the present, more appreciative, more positive. So, how does it feel that this coolness of the AC unit or cool, calming sea breeze How does that feel for the inner being, the light, the consciousness, being at this virtual beach? And is there one application, inspiration, realization, or motivation that you could take for yourself for the day as a result of this meditation that's meaningful for you? So we'll just spend a couple of minutes in silence and feel free to experience or explore. Being very close to the source of coolness or warmth, the coolness of bliss, or the warmth of unconditional love. So gently, whenever you're ready, if you'd like to make a mental note for yourself, something you might do slightly differently, positively, as a result of this experience, if any. For example, perhaps I can navigate the remainder of the day in a more calm and peaceful way, regardless of what external situations might present themselves. That could be one realization that I might carry. And then, gently, whenever you're ready, you can integrate back fully as you return back to your day. So, thank you very much, and I hope you enjoyed this. And we'll look forward to seeing you again in one of the Wednesday Wellness sessions. Thank you. Bye.